Remember last year's cyber attack on Colonial Pipeline? Since that event, the FBI has placed a huge emphasis on tracking similar incidents, and a recent report revealed that 649 critical US infrastructures were breached in the latter half of 2021. But which sectors are most at risk, and what can you do right now to protect your team? We'll uncover that information and more as we sit down and sync up with Rocket IT's weekly technology update. Hello everyone, I'm Chris Swinson, Technology Insider here at Rocket IT, and welcome to Sync Up, your new home for trending technology news. While a recent report from the FBI revealed that 649 critical organizations were breached in 2021, take that number with a grain of salt. In reality, that number is likely larger, as the FBI only collected data from June to December, and many breaches go unreported. For reference, critical US infrastructures can be broken down into 16 sectors, including organizations handling financial, energy, and transportation services. Of those 16 sectors, healthcare groups were found to be the most at risk, with 148 healthcare-related breaches reported in the latter half of 2021 alone. But what exactly makes healthcare organizations a valuable target for cybercriminals? First, let's think about most breaches. In many scenarios, hackers are driven to steal company, employee, and customer data to sell on the dark web. While personal IDs and credit card info are commonly collected in these events, that type of information only sells for $5.40 per record on the web. On the other hand, medical data typically includes more sensitive information, such as social security numbers and policy numbers, which sell for a staggering $250 per record. In turn, cyber attacks on the healthcare industry alone have resulted in a $21 billion net loss for the industry sector. So, with this much money on the line, who exactly are the culprits of these attacks? In the FBI's report, it notes three massive ransomware groups. For many of us that follow cybersecurity news, a couple of these names are rather prevalent. First, we have Conti with 87 attacks on US infrastructures in 2021, followed by Lockbit and Revil. Unfortunately, for many organizations hit by these groups, the recovery options are rather limited. Unlike typical computer viruses, ransomware typically begins by infecting a single PC with admin privileges. The malware then works its way throughout the network, stealing and locking down any data in its path. To regain control, victims are then faced with a dilemma: pay a hefty ransom for the key to their locked files or attempt to recover their data on their own. In nearly every case, the FBI recommends not paying the ransom, as doing so incentivizes the group to hit your business again later on, and it's likely that your data will already be sold online regardless. That said, what are your alternatives? Well, if you haven't made recent backups of your data, you're pretty much out of luck. Knowing this, it's crucial to have proactive cybersecurity measures in place to mitigate the risks of these attacks. Along with backups, Rocket IT recommends a few different measures. First and foremost, consider deploying modern antivirus, application whitelisting, and endpoint detection and response across your network. When combined, these notify you of suspicious network activity and stop threats at the source. Second, and more importantly, train your team on the telltale signs of an attack. 90% of ransomware attacks are the cause of phishing emails. Fortunately, Rocket IT offers free phishing testing to help organizations train individuals that may be highly susceptible to attacks, such as those in accounting or finance positions. To learn more about Rocket IT's free phishing test, contact us using the link in this video's description. And to stay up to date on trending technology news, hit that subscribe button and the bell to catch us on next week's episode of Sync Up with Rocket IT.